Old age is a time to find peace in silence, reflect on true values, and prepare for the final journey with a serene heart. As life slows down, use your years to reflect, share valuable lessons with the younger generation, and leave a lasting impact on their hearts. Don't let the fear of loss overshadow the beauty of the present. Find joy in simple moments and cherished memories. The silence of old age is an opportunity to connect deeply with yourself and the timeless values of life. Treasure each day in old age as a chance to love, connect, and warm your heart and the hearts of those around you. You can either be a negative or positive person in life, but only one will get you somewhere. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, which means you listen more and talk less. Being silent many times can be misinterpreted, but will never be misinterpreted. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are passing through to teach you life lessons. In the face of adversity, remember that diamonds are made under pressure. No need to wait for difficulties to change for the better. It is not the person who has too little, but the person who longs for more that is the poor. Good reviews come from experience, and experience comes from bad reviews. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Difficult strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for. Anything you dream is fiction, and anything you accomplish is science. The whole history of mankind is not nothing but science fiction. It's not your fault. Things are the way they are. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club. Remember, 5 years ago you dreamed about being where you are now. Think about it. Reflection and the acquisition of knowledge are power. Without both of those, you are powerless. Only wrong words are waste. Right words, spoken or written, can change the world. Don't say more than you want to say. Do no less than you want to do. Willingness to acquire knowledge I call intelligence. Imparting correct knowledge I call wisdom. Learning the difference between the two, I can only call it experience. Learn to handle rejection gracefully. It's a part of life. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Hatred is a curse that does not affect the hated. It only poisons the hated. Release a grudge as if it was poison. Never tell your friends your plans. Stop putting too much trust in them. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. Mistakes do not validate your character. Your reaction to them will show it without you even trying. It's best to be honest, thinking about other people and their feelings and opinions. We are all human. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. As long as a word remains unspoken, you are its master. Once you utter it, you are its slave. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. If a woman is angry, it means she is not only wrong, but also she knows it. If you can survive your own thoughts, You can survive anything. Change is the only thing we can count on. Letting go is not a one-time thing, but a daily practice. Don't make any long-term decisions based on temporary emotions. Eventually, all things fall into place. Until then, laugh at the confusion, live for the moments, and know everything happens for a reason. Those who aim at great deeds must also suffer greatly. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. If you see a flower you love, don't take it. Let it bloom with love, not wealth, but appreciation. Honesty is an extremely valuable gift. Don't expect it from the cheap guys. The only person you can trust in this world is yourself. Usually, if someone brags about how many friends they have, it means they don't like themselves. Adventures are never a fun while you're having them. In taking revenge, a man is but even with his enemy, but in passing it over, he is superior. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Life is good when you make it good. Life is difficult when you make it difficult. Thinking too much will destroy you. It ruins the situation, twists things, makes you worry about useless questions, and makes things worse than they really are. If we suspect that a man is lying, we should pretend to believe him, for then he becomes bold and assured, lies more vigorously, and is unmasked. Prayers do not change the world, but prayers change people, and people change the world. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. You don't always have to be going, being, and doing. It's really okay to just chill. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answers. Above all things, never be afraid. The enemy who forces you to retreat is himself afraid of you at that very moment. Your future is your past, which you understand. Knowledge is power. Silence is a powerful weapon. Very few people understand it. Light travels faster than sound, which is why some people look radiant before you hear them speak. Sometimes you have to lose all you have to find out who truly are. The great use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast it. Those that are most slow in making a promise are the most faithful in the performance of it. He is happy whose circumstances suit his temper, but he is more excellent who can suit his temper to his circumstances. The first thing you have to know is yourself. A man who knows himself can step outside himself and watch his own reactions like an observer. We fall in love when our imagination projects non-existent perfection upon another person. One day the fantasy evaporates, and with it, love dies. Accept what is, Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. Being by yourself is far superior than being with crappy people. Let self-improvement keep you so busy that you don't have time to criticize others. Honesty is an expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. The fewer people you have in your life, the better off you are. Many people are good at talking about what they are doing, but in fact do little. Others do a lot, but don't talk about it. They are the ones who make a community live. The courage to be is the courage to accept oneself in spite of being unacceptable. Health so far outweighs all other blessings of life that a truly healthy beggar is happier than a sick king. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Better days are coming. You won't always wake up in the morning with a heavy heart. Not everything in your mouth has to come out. Some of us are programmed to speak where there is no limit. You can't swim to new horizons if you're afraid of losing your view of the coast. We spend a few years learning how to talk, and if we're lucky, we spend a few decades learning how to be quiet. You can't think decently if you're not willing to hurt yourself. You don't like everybody, so don't worry about everybody liking you. Worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Don't be afraid to make a hard choice. The hard choices are the best you end up making. Treat a woman like a queen, and she will treat you like a farmer. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy. Don't focus on perfection or control. You are not in control of anything, and there is no such thing as perfection. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. Ability can take you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. The single most powerful element of youth is that you don't have the life experiences to know what can't be done. Thank you for watching the entire video. If this video is good, please leave comment number 1 and subscribe to the channel to watch the next videos.